just kind of watch your
Oh, there
phone
it goes.
vertically.
And it just decided to change as you said that. Cool. So
My mom just called me an ass. That is her typical
all right.
of our relationship.
All right. I had this all set, but whatever. It's okay. It's live. It's all good. It's all good, kids.
All right, I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it.
All right. That should be Unsung.
I'm starting to feel it.
Are ya?
Are you ready to go?
I think so. I'm gonna look.
All right, so we don't have anyone logged in over
No,
here.
not yet.
But hopefully, yes. Tyler Weeks, is that Unsung Dreamers?
That should be.
Is
that
this
should be.
one Unsung Dreamers?
Yes. That is Unsung Dreamers right there. Cool. And
Okay.
it's delayed, so I can't watch that one. All right. And your phone is ringing.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Oh
getting
my God.
Stupid ass call.
Oh my God.
Sorry
Hey, but
about
it
that.
didn't interrupt too bad.
Am I wearing jammies? It's not actually jammies. I think I got this shirt actually downtown off of, I want to say I got this down in off of Commercial Street. There was a kind of a flea market type place down there that sold cool vintage clothing, and I bought this for a potential machine gun show one time. And
Hi, Leisha.
I might have worn it at my mom's benefit.
Yeah,
can't remember.
maybe. Like before you, well, I don't know. Maybe on stage, you mean?
Zach Owens, what's up, bro?
Rico. Hi, Rico.
So they're technically not jammies, but they do kind of look like it, I guess.
How come we don't have a number on you? Oh, it's covered by the tape. I can't see that one.
So anyway.
All right. Okay, so we're on Unsung. We might even have a guest in a minute. We have
So we're getting ready to start.
Dan's and we have mine.
Getting ready to start. We're getting ready to start. We're getting ready to start. Good morning, Vietnam!
There we are. Yay.
How's everybody doing out there? If you haven't heard, Anton's is closed.
Aww.
I like to start the show out sometimes with some Springfield facts, and I'm telling you what, Anton's was the best. What was it, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years this place was?
Hi, Jay Stevens.
No, seriously, this place was in
20,
business
30, 40,
forever.
50, 60.
And it was so great because every time they had a special for breakfast, it was just all the shit that was left over from the week before.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like they would have some sort of
And
an
that became their
omelet.
special.
They would have some sort of an omelet that has like a list of shit that just basically came from last week.
Right, yeah.
I thought that was great, but I mean, you know, the dude that owned the place, he would come by and he would talk to you at your table, and I have a wonderful story about Anton's. I was actually there one time eating breakfast, and for those of you who don't actually understand what I'm talking about, Springfield, Missouri had this place. It was a breakfast place, and it was called Anton's. And they obviously put the restaurant in a building that used to be an ice cream place, right? Because you drive by and there was this coffee cup that had this smoke billowing out of it that was supposed to be like hot coffee, but it was obviously an ice cream cone.
But it looked like a
So instead of changing the sign, they just sort of manipulated it into like a cup of hot coffee, but nobody gave a shit because it was like the best greasy spoon type breakfast ever.
It's the best.
And for those of you watching from Springfield who might not realize it, because Tara and I only live a few blocks away from it, it is done.
Done.
Anton's is done. It's done. My cool story, though, is, and if anybody logs on that would actually know what I'm talking about, I went in there one time, and Elvis, he's now 18 years old, but he was a young little dude at the time, and he drew all the time. He would draw on napkins, he would draw on paper, he would draw on anything he could possibly find, draw constantly. He would draw anywhere we went. It doesn't matter where we were, he was always drawing. And so we're at Anton's one time, and Elvis is like drawing. He's drawing, and there's this old dude sitting next to us, and he's just very intrigued with my probably at that time 7 or 8 year old drawing and drawing. So this dude starts drawing. He doesn't even actually talk to us. He just starts drawing, and he draws this cool little duck, and he autographs it. Then he tells us, I got to get this story straight. So the Dr. Seuss book, Wacky Wednesday, okay? Wacky Wednesday was a Dr. Seuss book, right? This guy was like the illustrator for that book.
For that Dr. Seuss book.
And like Dr.
Holy
Seuss
moly.
was like, I don't know, like his brother or cousin, or I was, oh man, it was just crazy. And so he came up and he talked to Elvis and he gave him this little drawing he did of the duck, and he actually illustrated Wacky Wednesday. And so we left Anton's. We drove straight to Barnes and Noble, about a quarter mile away, and we bought Dr. Seuss's Wacky Wednesday. And sure as fucking enough, this was the guy that we just met at Anton's that illustrated Wacky Wednesday. It was awesome. I love Anton's. And for those of you who don't understand, the best pizza that you'll ever put into your face hole is Pizza House. Done deal. Some of you listening already agree with me, and some of you listening have maybe never been there before, and you need to go. It's down on Commercial Street. There is no better pizza you can put in your mouth. And I'll tell you what, I do not like or not like people in my life because of their political stance. I like or not like people in my life based on whether they like thin crust pizza compared to thick crust pizza. If you're a thick crust pizza lover, we can't be friends anymore, okay? I'm done with you. Because it really says a lot about you. It says a lot about you and how you feel in life, because thick crust pizza can just eat it. It can suck it. It's no good at all.
You married a thick crust pizza person.
Oh my God, I can't believe I've made such a great mistake.
Yeah, a great mistake. So
I've made a huge mistake marrying somebody who loves thick crust pizza, because I don't like anyone that likes thick crust pizza.
Well, you're from St. Louis and I'm from the East Coast, so yeah.
Well, something's wrong with the East Coast, because I'm telling you what, Pizza House down on Commercial Street is by far the absolute most best pizza you'll ever put into your face hole. This is your face hole right here, where food goes.
Hi,
you
Jared.
put food in this face hole, and that's where you put the best pizza in the entire world. From Springfield, Missouri, it's called Pizza House.
It's Pizza House. Pizza House is good. I normally don't like thin crust, but I've grown accustomed to it. I have to. When you marry a thin crust guy, you got to grow accustomed. I have to grow accustomed to what he wants. But thick crust. Thank you, Rico. I'm with you.
No,
on
Rico.
that.
No, Rico. I
See?
guess, Rico, you and I cannot be friends anymore. Sorry. That really stinks. Eric Wynn, hand toss. No, hand toss doesn't count. It's got to be thin crust all the way. I'm just playing with y'all. I love y'all.
It's not really,
Another thing I was going to say real quick, I like to, in the beginning of our shows, just throw out all the craziest Springfield things that I can think of real quick. Is, for some of you who don't realize, some of you do, I understand that, but one thing I actually do for my day job is build custom cabinetry, like really fun stuff. I don't do like apartments and condos and weird stuff like that. I do like really awesome, crazy stuff. And if you were ever wondering if you could go out in public and actually see my stuff, which right now you can't because we're quarantined up, but when you can go back, you need to go to a place in town called the Gastro Pub, the Farmer's Gastro Pub, right here in Springfield. It's right across the street from Nikado's, okay? And it is a killer place. The food is amazing, and the place is just awesome. Inside that place, there's a 22-foot bar that sits in the back of the room. We built that bar. And, totally, we built that bar. Thank you, Cindy Edwards, for the compliment on my hat. So anyway,
Rico needs something for his garage. He's needing a bar or something for his garage.
oh well, heck yeah.
Call us up, right? When all this is done.
Heck yeah. And so you got to actually see this bar because it's not just some dumb ass typical granny raised panel raised oak red oak bull crap. This is I'm talking about the real shit. This thing is freaking awesome. And we kind of paired up with the owner at that time, who is not currently the owner, and we decided let's build like one of the coolest bars that Springfield's ever seen, with the inspiration of an English-Irish kind of a pub, and that is right up my alley, and we went for it. But if you go to that bar and you check it out, one thing you can't see, which is where we put all of our effort and spent all of the money, is the shit that's happening underneath the stools. Because a lot of people just walk in and it just looks really dark and they don't look at it, but they're all fascinated by the big, heads that are carved up at the top. But if you look under your stool, look at all that crazy stuff under there, because that took an unbelievable amount of work. And my mom said, don't forget about the cubby. Yes, there is a thing in the front that is technically called a snug. So when you walk into the gastropub, there's this almost like tiny room where there's a table and booths, and you can go into this room and sit in this little thing called a snug. We also built that too. And you should just go check it out. There's also, for those of you who are old school, I don't know how many old school people we have in here, some old school Springfield people. There used to be a place downtown called Club Drink. This was years ago. And now I think it's the home of the Springfield History Museum. And back in the day, it used to be a 3-level bar that housed the Club Drink. They had a really cool mezzanine separate bar there. And then on the very third floor was the new and improved Burgundy Room. Well, I built the bar at that place too, so you can't really go see it now because it's turned into something else. But it was one of my most favorite projects I had ever done, that I was the most proud of, because we did some really, really unique things there. And so if you ever did party there back in the day and thought that the bar was kind of cool looking, well, that was another thing that I had built down there. I'm not bragging on myself, but a lot of people don't know the kind of crap I do on the daily.
Every single day.
I got one more for you. For those of you out there who love going and singing karaoke, one of the best places to do it at is Friends. Of course, we all love Friends Karaoke Bar. And when you walk in there and you see those badass blue and black cabinets all across the back wall that look all sort of funky and crazy, and got those big black and white photos behind them, which one of them is me.
Not to brag.
I built all those cabinets too. And Tara and I, we do this shit. We are partners in crime. We're kind of like Bonnie and Clyde, but we don't kill anyone. Outside of the killing, we're basically like Bonnie and Clyde.
Outside of the killing.
Minus the killing.
And the guns.
I mean, I can kill some self-esteems if I want, but...
You can.
No, I'm joking about that. I'm kidding. Come on, take a joke. Take a joke.
Yeah, we've got.
It was Butterfield's before your time, Dan. I wonder which place she's talking
Oh,
about.
Michelle, we're listening to you. We're just
I
trying
am
to
listening.
talk.
I'm
we're
not
watching
getting
3
on the
different
Unsung
feeds
Dreamers
at the
page
same
tonight.
time.
Too
So
many creepy trolls. Yeah, the
It's
creepy
hard-
trolls
it's
last
hard to
week
keep
about
up.
fridges sucked.
we got about 30 people watching all across 3 different feeds, so we're trying to keep up. So
Butterfields,
sorry.
are you talking about where Gastropub is?
It's going to take a minute. There's a delay.
No, I know. Oh, the museum downtown, Butterfields. Are you talking about... Butterfields was like a clothing store, wasn't it? I think Butterfields was a clothing store.
I don't know.
Because I remember when I did the work there, I had to kind of dig in and tear some things out, and I found some stuff upon, doing the tear out that I think kind of resembled clothing store stuff. So anyway, the drink. Many and not sober evenings, Keith Howard at the drink. I know, man.
Yeah. And by the way, if
It
you
was
hear
a bar in the 80s.
if you hear Dan talk and he says, I built, I built, I built, I know that sounds super self-centered,
Oh,
but
yes.
he always means we. Us. There's a team. You've had a team for
Thank
several
you.
years.
Thank
but
you.
he always does that. He does it when he says my podcast and I made this podcast and I made those cabinets. But he's
I'm
kind
sorry
of,
about that.
He's kind of speaking, and I'm not. It's like I'm not enabling you. But I'm also just explaining that that's what he means. I meaning the group.
Yeah. I certainly didn't, because that bar that is at Gastropub, I don't even think I laid a finger on it.
Other than designing it.
Me personally.
Other than you designed and came
I'm
up with the
just
vision
saying,
and all that.
We
so.
did that stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, take the pin from Dan, click, click, click. Okay. There it goes. No more pin, Jared.
Thank Jared. Jared's
Thank
just
you.
bouncing from place to place.
Butterfield's was a bar. Okay.
was a bar?
I don't remember
I don't remember
Butterfield's.
that.
It was a clothing store before.
Bar. Okay, Michelle, we got you.
Yes.
Honey, you can't get frustrated. We're trying to keep up. We got
It
all
was-
kinds of stuff going on. Sorry, baby girl.
Butterfield's was a bar, but I didn't know that it was. There was a clothing store there, though, way before it was Butterfield's, like back in the Hers building days.
Oh, the hurt? Really?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
In that building or in the square? You
I don't
mean
know.
the square.
I don't know. No,
Oh.
it was in that building. There
Oh,
was a clothing
really?
store in that
Wow.
building. But
Oh, man.
apparently Butterfield's was a bar. So
Jared's
anyway,
back over here. God, you're freaking me out, Jared.
Jared's jumping around.
Yeah, I jump.
So anyway,
It's all
just thought I'd throw some of that crazy stuff out there just to kind of, get things going, get them ramped up. Michelle, you're not that older than me. You're a
Just a
young.
smidge.
You're such a young, feisty little. we
Feisty
just
little
love
mama.
the hell out of you.
Yeah.
So anyway. So
We got all kinds of folks watching.
what do you got? I've been doing all the talking.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You've been doing all the talking. That's the way I like it. You came up with a bunch of things to talk about. So I'm just here. I was getting a bunch of things ironed out. You asked me to get a list of things, and I got that list of things for you. So now I'm engaged. I'm engaged 100%, and I'm ready to roll. We're having a good time, right? How's everybody doing? Please let us know how you're doing, like with all this craziness going on. Our life is obviously different too, because we can't go socialize, we can't go hang out at our favorite bars and restaurants and things. But we are still working. We're considered essential, so we're still working. So we still get up every day and go to the shop and build stuff and breathe sawdust. So we really haven't changed that much when it comes to that. But our social life is like, it's crazy. Speaking as we
Wild Bill Hickok.
get shot on the square. I don't know.
There's a.
Hi, Barney.
What is the out here on 125 and basically James River Freeway?
Go ahead. Keep looking this way.
Was
Keep
that
looking-
Wild Bill Hickok? They have a thing in the Come and Go. That's like this
Oh,
is where.
it used to be Cody. That's why those stations used to be called Cody's.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah, Wild Bill Cody or something.
No, not Wild Bill.
But it
Cody.
was Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill Cody. That's what it
Buffalo
was.
Bill
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
out there somewhere. Something happened out there. I'm not sure about the Wild Bill on the square.
I don't know. I don't know about that either. Hi, Steve Mason. He just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Steve Mason.
My brother's right here on mine. My brother Barney, Keith Howard. They're getting cabin fever. We are too,
know.
man.
We want to socialize. We want to get out and about and go hang out at our favorite places. But other than that, we are lucky to be still working. It's still
All right, we got some
a
info
strange
over
time.
here. We got some
Okay,
info over here.
Michelle's got some more info. Awesome.
Over here on Tara's page, referring to Jared Isaacs, she said the Wild Bill Hickok, Davis Tut, shootout was a gunfight that occurred on July 21st, 1865 in the town square of Springfield, Missouri between Wild Bill Hickok, which we just... No, that's a different guy. And a gambler, David Tutt, from Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
So
All
there
right.
you go. So there you go.
So now we know. Now we know, right? Yeah, right on. This is so much fun. It's so wacky and so off the cuff and so not organized. Like totally.
My brother's got Wild Bill Hickok stories.
You know, I can't see. I'm looking over here so I can actually open that up and read it.
This is
because-
all kind of new to me. I don't think
I
I
didn't
knew
know this
about the
either.
Wild Bill Hickok Springfield connection.
But that what you saw in that sign and that come and go was Buffalo Bill Cody.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
that
totally
was
different guy. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's cool.
There's a memorial plaque on the square somewhere for this, is what Jared says.
Michael Thomas is thinking it was over a watch. That's what the...
Oh, really?
I wonder if it was a watch that he gambled like in poker.
Maybe.
I wonder if he offered his watch, and that's the kind of watch you're talking about, type of thing.
Could be. Upstairs at Zan was the doctor's office the dude died in after the shootout. Oh,
interesting.
Man.
Jay
Damn,
Stevens
thanks, Jay
just
Stevens.
added that the guy died at the building that is actually Zan now, which is the nightclub, dance club. Apparently the dude was up there. Jared Isaacs, no, I can't be friends with you. Sorry.
Thank you, Jared.
Thanks
I'm
for
with
playing,
you.
man. It was fun while it lasted. If you like thick crust pizza, you can go to hell.
No. We're
No, he just said fuck thin crust, and so I'm done being friends with
But
him.
I'm
It's real
friends.
easy.
You can move your hand because I'm friends.
It's real easy. I determine my friends on thin or thick crust pizza instead of politics.
and
It's no big
Led
deal.
Zeppelin and Heart.
It's no big deal. Yeah, don't make me start singing Heart again.
By all reasons, you should not be friends with Jared at all because he likes thick crust pizza and he likes Heart.
I know, but we have a deep-seated love for
It's
each
a
other.
deep-seated love. It is. It's totally love.
Oh, he's not saying he likes thick or thin.
Oh, really?
Or maybe I didn't.
You
finish
just
reading
said
his
fuck
comment.
thin crust. I thought. No, reread it, Dan. I can't back it up. I can't reach that. It's way over there. All right.
Mom says he was shot from behind, holding aces and eights. His back was to the door.
Really?
Is that like a country music lyric, or is that for real?
Thank you. Cindy just ordered a thick crust pizza. Whoop.
Cindy Edwards, I can't be friends with you anymore.
Tyler says I happen to like thin crust and light on the sauce.
Yeah, light on the sauce.
We're having a pizza discussion today on Unsung
Aces
Chat.
and eights, supposedly full house. We got 2 people saying he had aces and eights full house, which is one of the reasons he got shot dead that night.
Shot dead.
Aces and eights.
All right.
Right here in Springfield, Missouri. So we covered that. I don't know if we should get into sad news right out of the gate.
I know. There's a bunch this week, and I don't like
There's
it.
some things that are kind of, aspects of it are sad, but I'll be fucking totally honest with you. There's been aspects of it that has actually really warmed my heart and made me feel really, really good about Springfield, about our music scene, about all kinds of stuff that is happened here in the last week. For many of you watching, you already know that we lost a really awesome dude this week to cancer, Brian Wade.
Brian Wade. Mm-hmm.
Brian Wade was actually on our show, the Unsung Dreamers podcast, the musical journeys of the not so rich and famous. Brian and his son Brock both were on our stage, on our show, and he lost his battle with cancer this week, and I think his funeral was actually today. And I think there's also a streaming sort of memorial style service tomorrow that you can get out there and find.
I think the actual service is tomorrow that they're streaming, and there was a visitation
The
today.
reason why I said it warmed my heart is because my personal Facebook has been blowing up, and I can't hardly get anywhere through my feeds or anything without seeing just dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of shared photos and shared videos and shared thoughts and hundreds of comments about Brian Wade. So that was a loved man.
Yeah.
He was a loved man, and I'll tell you, when we interviewed him on our show, I walked away feeling like I want to be more like Brian when it came to his relationship with his kid. Unbelievably tight and wonderful and loving, and the two of them just were like best friends, and I would love to have that relationship that Brian and Brock have. I would love to have a relationship even similar to that with both of my boys. It was truly inspiring, and seeing how much he affected people in our community has been heartwarming, even though it was because of that, it was still like encouraging and heartwarming, and visitation today.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah. Okay. So I might have got some details wrong. Sorry, but there is a live feed for the situation tomorrow. And rest in peace, Brian Wade.
Rest in peace, Brian Wade. We're going to try to have a friend join us here in just a little bit. We've never done this before, but we might see how that goes. I don't know
might
how
do that a little later.
I don't know how that works on here, but we'll see.
Since
I got the connections, maybe Tyler, if you jump over to mine, it might be easier to do it from there. Just FYI, Tyler, go over to mine.
Also, I don't know how many people knew her or not, but one of the kind of staple, bartenders and waitresses at a place that used to be called Cody's South. And now it's called, oh man, you can't even hardly touch
I know, I'm
this
trying
thing.
to not.
Now it's called Georgia Max.
But then she went over to WF Cody's.
She also worked at WF Cody's. Lori Fott.
Mm-hmm.
She passed away last Friday.
Yeah.
And she was like, she was our age.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's been rough because we knew her really well. Tara's band, Soup of the Day, used to play out of Cody South all the time. Machine Gun Symphony played out of Cody South all the time. And one of the reasons we even played that place, which a lot of people are like, why are you playing Cody South? You should play bigger places than that. The reason why we played there was because of people like Lori and
Sarah Jackson.
And we loved those girls. And so we wanted to kind of go there and play for them. And we had amazing times there. And Lori... I just can't believe that one.
I know.
Either.
That's a rough one. Those two are real rough.
They're
our peers, man. And our friends. And
she had a stroke, and then she had to go into surgery for a blood clot. And during surgery, she got a brain aneurysm and
hemorrhage.
A hemorrhage. I'm sorry. She got a brain hemorrhage, and she was gone the next day.
Yep.
So it's been a really rough week.
We lost celebrity-wise. We lost John Prine.
Yeah, John Prine.
Angela Montgomery, and all amongst a billion other amazingly
So we don't want to focus
songs.
on that. We don't want to focus too much on all this stuff. I want to focus on the celebration that was Brian Wade and the celebration that was Lori Fott. She gave me so many laughs. One time when I was not drinking for a while, I was drinking NAs, Bush NAs, and Cody South actually started ordering Bush NAs, non-alcoholic, for those of you who don't know what that is. And they were ordering them just for me because I was going there all the time. And one night, Lori Fott served me 18 of them. I just kept ordering them. I said, this is the only way I can get through here because it kind of tastes like beer. And I know they're not doing anything. And after about 9 or 10, she was like, are you seriously wanting another one? I was like, keep them coming. Just make me feel like I'm getting trashed. Because this is helping. I swear to God, I paid like a $40 tab that night.
And NAs.
And it was all NAs.
Yeah. But they bought you a case, just you.
Yeah, they bought it just for me. And so she just, every time I ordered another one, she would just roll her eyes like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I was like, just, it's my crutch. Just bring me another one. Like 18 of them sons of bitches.
You were a little bit... How much did you pee when you drank that many?
All night.
All night?
All night.
Yeah, right.
And still walked out of there sober as a board. It was freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Right. Lenny Jones. Now, I think Lenny and I went to grade school / high school together, but I think him and his brother left like in early high school. Anyway, hi, Lenny.
So anyway, how's everybody holding up?
How we holding up? I haven't had a whole lot of
up?
comments about how we're doing through all this. We need some fun things now that we've talked about all the sadness this week and stuff. I also heard that School of Rock closed.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta over here. Somebody said, "Rest in peace, School of Rock."
I know.
I think there's been some recent announcements that School of Rock might not survive this, or maybe they've officially said they're not going to.
I heard that, and then I just saw Jared post that. So if there's
Yeah.
complete confirmation of that, let us
School
know.
of Rock right here in Springfield is, I think, closing its doors.
That sucks, man. Ooh.
It is a, you know, I could see that because even if things start to get better, their business requires a bunch of kids coming together and working on music, and that's
It's tough.
probably moving forward. That's probably still going to be relatively, I don't know, not safe, I guess. And so it's going to be hard to determine when all that's okay. And so that amount of time for that particular kind of business, I could see that putting hurt on them. So.
Putting a hurt, especially right now. I mean, there are a lot of people still giving lessons, private lessons through online, which is amazing. I think that's great. A lot of people are still doing that. But School of Rock, when you consider School of Rock, it's like it's a band. You have to be together unless you could do a 10-screen Zoom conference. It'd be hard to do that together. So that sucks.
Well, it's funny because my 11-year-old, they're trying to do this Zoom thing. Here's kind of the stuff that not a lot of people are talking about in the news. Some of you out there who have kids and you are in the thick of this online schooling business. Well, my 11-year-old tried to have some online schooling a few days ago, and it's basically like a Zoom style get together with like 20 11-year-olds, and the teacher is at the top, kind
Really?
of like Carol Brady. She's like at the top, and there's like 20 11-year-old kids below her. And for the most part, the entire session is 11-year-olds just all freaking excited about seeing each other. And,
Aww.
oh my gosh, how are you? Like, how are you, Bono? What are you
Just a bunch
doing?
of chatter.
And the teacher is just like Van Damme at the top in total silence. Like, there's no possible way she's going to be able to get. Like, you cannot move forward in this like situation because the teacher is just like, I don't even know where to start to get these quarantined 11-year-olds to shut up and listen to anything I have to say. And so it was comical because they're all just like, I mean, all of them. And the teacher's just not getting a word in edgewise. So for those of you who are critical of somebody suggesting that this school year just might not work out, you obviously don't have 11-year-olds. Because if you would sit down and try to watch these online classes with 20 11-year-olds, you would realize this is going to be a challenge. I'll tell you that right now. It's very, very, very cute and very awesome, but yes, at the same time, it's gonna be.
I want to see that. I would love to see that menagerie of cuteness.
Yeah.
I've also heard today that Springfield classes have been completely. The whole school year is just done. They just announced it statewide. I think.
I think so.
I think something like that statewide. Just school. Yeah, forget it. Let's just deal with this and move on. That's what I heard.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what else we want to talk about? Oh man,
I know we can't touch this table. We gotta figure out a shock absorber system for our microphones.
I think I'm overly sensitive because I've got my headphones so damn
loud because you've got the hat on.
Because I got to play it through this Russian hat apparently.
By the way, Tanya said earlier she has the same hat as you, but you know, I can't see what that says. So hang on, I gotta see what that says.
Oh man, are we just gonna pour on the bad news as long as we're at it?
Might as well, I guess. Oh wow.
Yeah, drummer for the Gypsies. His son was in a motorcycle accident this morning.
But he's got hours of multiple surgeries.
He's
okay.
been going through hours of multiple surgeries.
Yeah.
So there's another there's another situation happening over there. The drummer for the Gypsies, his son, was in a motorcycle
Boo!
accident. Just, man.
Goodness, can it stop, please? Can
I know,
it
it's
stop?
a little rough.
And Mike O'Donnell on your page, he says that just wanted you to know he bought and still listen to Reasons by the Verbing Nouns.
Oh, really?
That's what he said.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike O'Donnell. Gosh, I miss the Verbing Nouns.
I do too.
For those of you who don't know, Verbing Nouns, the singer was my son, and I also worked with that band. And literally today, I kind of put it on this like playlist on
Love you,
Spotify,
Barney.
and I forgot that they did fucking Psycho. Fucking Psycho! Oh my God! By Muse, and they wore the mask, and they had the mask, and all of them wore masks, even though they were still singing.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh
They
my
were
gosh,
so
go
good.
listen to the song by Muse called Fucking Psycho. It is, oh my gosh. And I forgot that the Verbing Nouns did that song, and I was like, man, if I had money, I would pay stupid amounts to get the Verbing Nouns to get back together and play that song.
No kidding. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Reasons was a really, really fun song, and Elvis, of course, is already like embarrassed about it, but I'm just like, bro.
Well, it's because he's almost 19, and this was when he was 14.
Yeah. So he has that typical like, "Brr," and I'm like, dude.
But
if
he's
that's-
proud of it.
If that's your burr, because I'll tell you what, one Easter I wore light blue pants with a pink shirt with pink shoes and like a light blue hat and a pink tie. I put it all together, and I thought I was a badass, and I just looked like a horse's ass. So if you want to be embarrassed about something you did when you were younger, it's not Reasons. Trust me.
Right, Reasons was really good. So I just want to bounce back some comments earlier. Johnny Cross says, Todd says hi. So hi, Todd. And yes, we all need to do a show together. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. And Noble said he loved the Verbing Nouns. Yeah.
So many people love the
Hi,
Verbing
Ben
Nouns.
Russell.
They were so great.
They were freaking fantastic. And we're a little
I
bit
think-
biased because we were so close to them.
I think
you know?
what-
But I really just think, and I've always said this from day one, they're just a good band. They were just a good band, even though they were a bunch of kids.
I actually thought seriously today about, is that Bethany Norcross? Oh my gosh. Hi, Bethany. I don't think I've seen her for
Diane's on there too.
35 years. When's the last time we've seen each other, Bethany? At least 35 years, right?
Wow.
Because I'm 49, so I would have been, yeah. Well, maybe 30 years. Anyway, I actually thought today about starting like a GoFundMe to see if anybody would chip in to reunite the Verbing Nouns.
I love it.
It's so like
They tried
selfish
like a
and,
year ago.
No, it is just such a gratuitous, stupid, you know, like what's it called again?
I don't know what.
What's it called?
Reunion?
That I just said.
Reunion?
No, I just said.
Gratuitous?
No. Ah! GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. Okay. All right.
It would just be so gratuitous, and you know, it's not like anybody needs the money, but I'm just wondering if anybody would be like, if we could get a GoFundMe page. Like, these kids, here's the thing with these kids these days.
These kids these days. There we go. There we go.
They just want a way to try to make some free money, basically. And so I'm just telling you right now, the only possible way we're going to get the Verbing Nouns back together is to just offer them some cake. We got to get them some lettuce, okay? We got to get them some lettuce, and then and you know, it's not fair to us. We shouldn't have to pay, you know, hundreds or thousands of dollars to get them back together, but that's actually the only way it's going to happen. You can't tell them, like, what about the dream? What about the dream of
It's gonna take some cake.
of being on stage again? If you could be on stage, wouldn't that be amazing? And they're all like, no.
No.
Do you have
Ixnay.
some money? if you have some money, we might do it. So I actually thought, like, I wonder if we could put a GoFundMe together. If I could get enough people to just throw some dough at it. If we could get it up to, I don't know, 1,000 or 2, and I could go back to Elvis and be like, hey, I raised $2,000 for the Birmingham Nouns to do one reunion show. I wonder if they would do it.
They would. They would totally do it.
We'll have to see. We'll
I
have
don't
to
know.
see.
Tyler says my page isn't live anymore. So I was asking him to go over there to see what we could do, and it's not live. It's just been sitting there.
It says it's still live.
It says it's still live. It's still counting on our end, but he says it's not there. So I'm going to investigate that while we continue to talk. It's hard to be producer and freaking host at the same time. So Dan's is... Oh, see, there it goes. All right.
It stopped.
So
there was an error publishing your live video to newsfeed. Please check your connection and camera. If you continue to experience issues, try restarting your browser.
Well, that's just dumb.
Yeah, that's the application Pro Tools has quit unexpectedly.
Oh, great. Awesome. So we
are shutting down.
We are experiencing all kinds of crap right now. Pro Tools just shut down unexpectedly. My freaking crap over here. Ugh. All right. So.
Yeah, we just had a Unsung Dreamers crash.
Like all around the board. I don't know what happened. Did we get a freaking surge?
Hopefully it saved. If it didn't save all that audio we just did,
that sucks.
We might be.
That totally sucks.
So
in the meantime, over here on Unsung, Doug Sims says he took a break. What's up with Elvis these days is what he's asking. So we're still live, but we're going to try to figure this shit out and not like stop or anything. My page has dead. Our Pro Tools is dead. So I'm going to try to get this thing
What's
going
up with
over
Elvis these days? Man, he is working his ass off, and a lot of it has to do, almost all of it has to do with music.
Yes.
The Galactic Thrust has released 2 records in the last year to year and a half. He's also producing and writing with Maisie, actually, from the Verbing Nouns.
From the Verbing Nouns,
The bass player from the Verbing Nouns and Elvis have been friends since they were both in car seats.
Yeah, they have been.
Neither one of them could even talk when they first met each other. And a lot of people don't actually know that about how long they've known each other. And now they are co-writing again and recording. And they call themselves EVOL, which is E-V-O-L.
I love it. Jared Isaac says Springfield needs more good news, and 10 minutes later, Unsung podcast crashes. Yeah, I know. That's...
Drew said I'm still live over here doing good.
Okay,
so.
Dan's page is doing good. Unsung is doing good.
So EVOL...
I'm getting mine back up.
E-V-O-L... you can go out there and try to find some stuff that they are doing, and it is killer. It's a completely different thing that you would expect from Elvis. You wouldn't even know he was involved because it just doesn't sound like anything he's ever done before. He's also still doing some solo stuff that is more less like Verbing Nouns and less like Galactic Thrust and just kind of like his own trippy stuff. And then he's also produced 2 or 3 records for other people in the last couple of years as well. So, man, he is really developing into a hell of a producer, songwriter, getting into all that kind of stuff. And so that is what Elvis is up to. He's got a YouTube page that you can get on there and, watch some of the stuff he's doing. Because one of my favorite songs of his is this diss track that he did for this guy that reviews records. I forget I can't remember.
I know. I can't remember his name either. That's awful.
It's awesome. So Elvis is probably going to, I think he's already just taken himself off of Facebook. some of these younger kids thinks that Facebook's all for the boomers now. So he's gone, and you can still catch him on Instagram and I think Twitter and definitely YouTube. They're really trying to create a YouTube presence.
Yeah.
So if you search Elvis Fritz on YouTube, you'll find him and some cool stuff that he's doing.
So I think there's something wrong with our Mac or something. So I'm over on our little MacBook, and I'm gonna try to go live on my page on the MacBook. So I don't know what the heck is going on. There's some craziness going on. I tried to reload it over here, and it said can't reload that page, etc., etc., etc. So I'm.
Hello, Bev. Hey.
Hi, Bev.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hey!
My Pro Tools is totally dead right now.
Something happened.
So I'm going to maybe assume that everything we just recorded is gone.
Right.
So
we have the video.
I don't know if I'll be able to give you an audio version of this episode tomorrow, but I do have ways. I have ways of still doing it.
Hi, Roger. Hi, Tony. So this is all like, it's live. So it went.
Are you back?
I'm back on a different, on my MacBook. I don't know what happened over here. I tried to reopen it over on the Mac to get the microphones to be all working and great. So that's all out of the whack now.
I can hear you now, Bev.
So we're over here. I got Kayla. Hi, Kayla. How's St. Louis, Kayla?
Is that your student, Kayla?
Yes,
I can't see that far
yes,
away.
it is. And then there's Holly, there's Abby. We got like 5 or 6 new people over here on my page that just started back. And the camera angle is weird. We had it set up nice, but now it is what it is,
Our
right?
computers are crashing.
Our computers are
It's
crashing.
okay.
But it's okay. We're still here. We're here. We're still having an Unsung chat.
So what do you want
Tyler's
to talk
over
about? What do you want to talk
here.
about?
What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about Ozark. I know. I'm done with Tiger King. Tiger King is so yesterday. So last month. I want to talk about Ozark. Is anyone out there watching the series, the Netflix show Ozark? Please, I want to know. I don't want to do any spoilers if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, I want you to tell me what's going on.
Those...
My dad's over here. What? Anyway, what?
Yes, I
True,
think
Jared.
I
Yes.
can also feed the video.
Hi,
Jared,
Brent.
I can also feed the video through my Pro Tools later when it's not crashing.
True.
And then I can get the audio off of that. I think
It's just
I had
not
to
as
do that.
it's not as delicious. Hi, Ben Harrell.
I think I had to do that with Oren's interview.
Yeah.
Ben Harrell, I drove by your house today, and I almost drove back to my house and got my lawnmower and came over there and helped you out, bro. I wanted to come over and mow your lawn for you, but I didn't do it this morning, but I might
Hi,
do
Wendy.
that for you here pretty soon because you need a mow.
So I've got several yeses on Ozark. People are watching Ozark.
Yes, of course, but what people don't actually understand about me
What?
is that I am directly connected to the TV series Ozark. I'm directly connected to it.
Oh, please explain how, oh great one.
I have worked for a guy in Osage Beach for the last 20 years that show is about.
You think?
He's currently in jail for the next 12 years because he finally got hooked.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I know the story behind the guy who wrote the damn show. I haven't met him yet. That's actually on my bucket list is to meet the guy who wrote Ozark.
And have a conversation.
The people and the characters that are in that series for the last 3 seasons, I can pinpoint exactly who they are probably being written about because a guy I've worked for years up in Osage Beach is basically, loosely, that's what that whole entire series is about. That is who that whole entire series is about. I could tell you his name. So anyway.
So, wait a second. So you say it's about, but I think it's more inspired by.
Inspired by, okay.
Because you can't say it's about because the storyline is nothing the same.
I can say anything I want about the motherfucker because he's in jail now.
And And
he deserves to be in jail.
I got you, boo. Hi, David.
And he's screwed me out of so much
money.
Time and money. I'm so happy, except Marty Bird is a little smarter than the guy
Way
I'm talking about.
smarter.
But I guarantee you there's some loose elements about that TV show of people that I know very specific things about.
There are certain things that are mentioned too when you're in pretty kind of deep with some business dealings up in the Lake of the Ozarks, and then you hear these little nuances spoken in the show. For instance, what was it, season 1? The house on the lake that isn't finished. It's been sitting there forever. Yeah, we're actually still working on that house. Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying.
I'm telling you, I'm working on a house that was in season 1. Anyway, told my hubby that the show was obviously based on facts. Yes, I agree with you. It is too detailed for it to not be based on, at least loosely, based on real facts.
True.
And I know exactly who inspired the original story. I just can't wait to meet the writer and tell him the name I have and see if he's
and he'll be like, oh my God, yes.
That's exactly where it got started.
Because good writers, they take ideas and thoughts and inspirations and they come up with a story. So the whole story is, of course, not exactly what he is talking about, but the attitudes, the inclinations, the shittiness,
I'm telling you,
the left-handedness, so there's so much involved. Oh my gosh, my freaking business teacher, my typing teacher from high school over here, Joyce Mays, is
thank
over
you,
here.
Steve. Thanks for the compliment on the hat.
What? It's your hat? What? Yeah, we've got all kinds of stuff crashing going on around us. Joanne, hi. There's all kinds of stuff. Christy, what did you say? Having a debate on Facebook. Fatal 4-way. Who wins? I don't know. Let's see. John McClane, Indiana Jones, Martin Riggs, John Rambo. Okay. She's like, here's a topic. Talk amongst yourselves. John McClane. I'm going with John McClane.
Diane Kent.
Yes, Miss Diane. Hello.
What I have heard is that down there in Georgia, there's just a more fluid film industry.
Yes.
Like in general. Like there's places where you can get, grips and cameras and booms and microphones and like the actual technical side of filming apparently is way more available down in Georgia than it is literally at Lake of the Ozarks, because I don't think Lake of the Ozarks has got a lot of that kind of industry happening up there. And I've heard that that's one of the main reasons why most of it is actually filmed in Georgia instead of the actual Lake of the Ozarks.
Right. That's what I hear too.
Yeah. So that's
and I think it's taxes and it's all kinds of different stipulations. They do, what I've heard about Ozark is they do a bunch of aerial shots to get the actual lake. Like they've totally gotten the actual lake views from like drone footage and things like that. But then they actually film all that stuff down in Georgia. Because I think
it's more business.
Yeah. It's all about business.
Diane, I think it's more business.
It's not about
like
scenery, obviously.
The film business.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's available down there around Atlanta compared to what's available in our literal Lake of the Ozarks.
Correct. I think that's exactly what that is about.
Yeah. That's what that has to do with.
So, but here's the thing. I got a bunch of people saying that they're watching Ozark. So is it like your favorite show?
Tony Madla.
Or is it not? I mean, like, I know it's not going to go on forever, but this particular season was a big, gigantic shocker at the end. And again, I'm not giving anything away, but wow, how long can it go on? How many more seasons do you think it's going to go on? That's what I would like to know, what everybody thinks.
Mark Schwein just jumped in over here. Mark, I was just talking about the cool cabinets and stuff we did over there at Friends Karaoke Pub, and encouraging people to someday go over there when it is time, because we did some fun stuff over there, and we worked on that crap together, and it was awesome. Tony Medlock. Tony, give me a story. If you're still watching, give me a story to talk about, because you and I, man, have got probably more stories than anybody else around. And if you just throw one out, just give me a hint. I'll get into a 20-minute story from Tony Medlock.
Can I just do a side note real
Or I
quick?
might just make one up.
I got a comment over here that I would like to talk about. Linda
Okay.
McNally is saying that she would like to see us do music rather than just sit here and talk and stuff.
All
and so
right, all
I will
right.
tell you, Linda, we will do that at some point. We're just kind of doing a chat. This is what we do on our podcast, Unsung Dreamers. We have a chat that we do. Right now, since the quarantine, we can't really do any interviews, which is what we usually do on Unsung Dreamers. But we will absolutely go live with some music on a future live thing or a future video thing.
We will, but I also want to add to that the only reason why I've been a little hesitant about doing live music is just because everyone's doing it.
True.
And so we've actually already had this discussion. I'm not saying I'm not willing to do it because everyone's doing it. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to do that same typical thing where somebody just kind of sits in a chair and plays an acoustic guitar and then sings to it. Because here's the problem, and I will just throw it out to all of you guys doing these live stream songs. Stop putting your camera so close to your guitar. Okay?
Yes.
If you're going to sing acoustically, if you're not going to sing through a mic and you're going to sing acoustically, your cameras are too close to your guitar hole.
Yes.
And so what happens is you're playing something really, really awesome that I really, really want to listen to, but your acoustic guitar is killing me in my facial face. And so then when you start singing, I can't hear you. You need to put just a little bit of effort into placing that camera. If you're going to go acoustic only, if you're going to go raw dog, that's great. I love it. I respect it. But if you're going to go raw dog acoustic, you got to figure out how to put your camera somewhere that doesn't just like smash your acoustic guitar into my facial face, and then I can't hear you singing.
Yes. So I suggest this. I'm going to go in the same vein. I suggest a higher view, because two things. This camera over here, see how low it is, and these cameras are high. This makes us look better. Higher, better. Lower, not so good. So if you go higher also, if you elevate that camera, you will get a better sound from your voice, and the guitar will be farther away. So that will totally help in your video production.
Exactly. If your camera was up, just like Sarah said, if it was up, then I would hear your voice.
And it would look better too.
More than I would hear that giant sound coming out of your guitar hole.
Nobody wants to see
into
this.
my ear hole.
Nobody wants to see your chin and your neck and this like weird.
We're in a place now where a lot of musicians are going to have to do it this way, and I understand that. So you have this, like, there's two ends of the spectrum. You've got the guys that'll set the camera down on their damn chair, or they'll set it down on their ottoman, and then they'll sit in front of it and play. Well, your guitar hole is just destroying my ear hole, and I can't hear you sing. It is effing awful. Okay, the other one is the people that will set up with like an actual mic, and then they'll put like effects on it.
Yeah.
Like way too many effects.
But
like,
it's still good.
No, listen, Linda. It's not good. It's not good. You can't sit in your bedroom and in your living room and then sing something that has just like a large room reverb on it that's just like, hello, 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 hello. How are you guys doing? No. It's just so good. You can't do that in your fucking bedroom or in your living room. So that's too much the other way. Yes, I can hear your voice better. I can hear it over the guitar hole that is destroying my ear hole because your phone is too close to your guitar hole. But it's also a little awkward for me to listen to you sing in a microphone that has like the wettest effects on it that I've ever heard in my life, and you're still standing in your kitchen. That feels weird too. So here's the deal.
You're saying find a middle ground, right?
Here's the deal.
Hi, Monty.
Find a way to mic your shit, okay? Even if it's a cheap mic or it can just be an SM58. Go ahead and mic your voice, but don't put effects on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just
little
need.
bit.
I just.
I say
need,
a little bit.
I just need to be able to hear your voice, but I can't deal
Hi, Josh.
with like the effects that sounds
Krista.
like you're singing at the Grand Canyon. Don't do that, because that's
I like
weird.
a little. I like a little.
But I'm trying to give you guys healthy advice. I'm not trying to be critical. I love that everybody's getting online and singing their songs. And we got asked over here on Tara's page that we want to start singing some songs. And we will. But we're trying to find a good, healthy balance of just like, I can't put my guitar right in front of my phone so that my guitar hole is like blasting the shit out of your ear hole. And you can't hear me singing.
Yes. Yes, Chris is over here now. Watkins was, what? Everybody's jumping around. I love it. They like different angles. I think that's what it is. Maybe everybody likes different angles. These two are better to angles. Totally. Lighting too, Krista. Oh my God, we spent so much time today on the lighting in here. And we got these three
lighting,
all
yes,
figured out, and then we had to go over here, and this one is just so bleh.
Now I will say that I'm going to give all of us, including Tara and I, we all got to get a break. We got to get a little break, okay, from the critical society we live in, because, you know, we are not used to this. We're used to getting on stage and like cranking up the PA loud enough and blow some smoke around and hire Jared Isaacs from Sunset Productions to make our shows look good. And we can drown out our lack of ability with, you know, a lot of volume and a lot of like people jumping around and screaming. Okay, I got it. But what we're not actually used to is literally being raw dog and sitting on a piano bench or a stool or a chair or your couch or your edge of your bed and just literally pour our guts out into something that is purely acoustic. And so we're not thinking about the lighting, and we're not thinking about the sound quality, and we're not thinking about the placement of our phone.
True.
Because all of us musicians have been doing it such a certain way for such a certain long time that I'm going to give you all a pass. I'm going to still try to struggle through your videos where all I can hear is your guitar and not your singing. But I'm just saying, moving forward, when you go live, you can't really tell if your levels are cool. So maybe practice with a recorded video, like just at home, to see how fucking loud your guitar is, because it's so fucking loud, I can't even hear what you're singing. It's just a big guitar hole just blasting into my ear holes, and I don't even want to listen to you sing.
Everyone loves that you said raw dogging.
Did I say raw dogging?
Yeah, you did. You said raw dog, and everybody loves it. So I'm getting a lot of requests over here. Bobby Dagonia is like asking if we're going to play music also. And so tonight, no. And I told Bobby this in a message. But we're not going to play music tonight, but this is what we do. This is kind of what we're doing. It's a little different. Bobby, if you haven't joined us before, our podcast is just us bullshitting and being silly. So not tonight, but now that we were getting all these there's like 5 people that have said, we want to hear you sing. So, okay, we get it. We will absolutely.
All right. And that's all I was answering that question for was like, we will do some music. We're not going to do it tonight, but we do have people requesting. I just want to figure out what?
So many holes. Go on.
Guitar holes. So many holes. The guitar hole and my ear hole.
Your ear hole. Lavona, hi.
we will do some music for you guys, but the whole reason why I was going through that rant is because we're wanting to try to figure out the best sort of way to do it, because when you go purely acoustic, it's very hard to get the vocals out there. If you go oversaturated with the effects in some kind of studio mic, then you just look like a douche. And so you got to find this middle ground of like, play something you can hear the music to, and maybe don't put as many effects on the vocals as some people do.
Yeah, and I think don't bother tuning. Wrong dog it.
Could you hear that guitar
Well,
when
he
I
can
just
see
strummed
it
it?
online. Well, I don't know what he's looking at.
Oh, I strummed it a minute ago.
Yeah, he could probably hear it. That's Steve Muller says that guitar has no hole in it.
This guitar has no hole in it.
It has no hole in it.
Because it's not
a bass.
It's not a holy guitar.
It's not a holy. Okay, I'm just going to reiterate one more time, and maybe even disclaimer. Hi, Sean. This podcast that we do, this chat that we do every Thursday night is just bullshit, entertainment, fun. We are totally just having a good time. Okay.
Kristen, yes.
I can't unhear that guitar. Oh my God, my ear holes.
Listen, I was just testing it. I didn't know it was out of tune. Kristen, you're so critical and mean. You're mean is what you are.
Yeah, right. So. Just
kidding.
Having said all that, that's where we're at. This is bullshit. I know some of you want to hear some music. Hi, Andrea, my high school bestie. Hi, Andy. So we're just kind of crazy, being silly, and giving you something to watch for a couple hours. Whatever. I don't even know how long we've been doing this. Since we had technical difficulties, we have no idea what's going on. Vicky, how are you?
So anyway, I was going to show you this.
What's so loud, Jared? What is me or the guitar? Oh, I get it.
So
Never mind.
loud.
Never mind. He's being sarcastic.
It's so loud. Oh my God. Wow. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I always get tired of talking about myself, but.
No, you don't. You love talking about. Good to see you, Krista. You love
South
talking
Carolina.
about
Bill McNabb is in South Carolina now.
Oh, hi, Bill.
Bill McNabb was involved because I told the story, Bill, just last week or the week before about us having to rent that crane to bring that countertop in for John Dillon's kitchen. And Bill McNabb was part of that story. But this is, for anyone interested, it's actually really funny because if you want to click off of this video and get on YouTube and look up the Johnny Q Public Body Bee video.
Don't hit me in the head.
Boink!
Ow!
This guitar was in that video, but that I know that's no big deal. But see all this like black gaffing tape and all this kind of crap here, and then also see all the struggle that's on the pick guard here. I don't know if you can see it in one of these videos.
All the struggle that you can see?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of black struggle right up above these strings because we used to, play it
a lot.
With a lot of struggle.
With a lot of passion.
If you go watch that video right now, you will see why this issue is happening right here, because we didn't really get into strap locks back in the days, and so we would just put a strap on this. There's still actually some of the gaffy tape on it. See that gaffy tape? If you literally go watch that video right now and watch the guy that plays, he has an orange shirt on, and he's playing this guitar, you'll see, look at it closely, you'll see all the duct tape and gaff tape wrapped around this hook right here. And you'll also see all of these struggles that are on the pick guard that are still here.
All the struggles.
So
put it closer to the video. Just go close. Go super close. See the struggles?
See all those struggles?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
That was all kinds of struggle right there. And then all of that duct tape and gaff tape that was, look at that. We used to just tape our straps on over and over and over again. Even with strap locks, we would still tape them like this.
Well, you had to. You guys were crazy.
Because
you guys were crazy.
Because we were ape shit.
I don't know why we're using mics anymore. The freaking Pro Tools died, so Fuck a bunch of mics. So
and no
screw
matter
it.
who you are, this is kind of the only bass guitar that matters. I'm sorry. No offense. Sorry, no sorry. Anyway, and to this camera too. Oh, I got to show this camera.
I know. This is
See
mine.
all the struggles?
We got like 10 or 12 people over here, so how about this one over here?
I don't know if I can get it over there.
Let me see if I can. Look at the struggles. The struggles he's talking about.
See the struggles? You'll see them in the video.
Right
If you
there.
look up the video, you'll see those exact
The
same
duct
black
tape.
marks.
The duct tape. It's all backwards, so sorry. Sorry about that.
Anyway, I ain't got nothing else to talk
I
about,
know.
so I just thought
We're
it'd be
just
funny.
bullshitting. This is what it's about. So Vicky Martin, I went to high school with Vicky. She was a senior when I was a freshman, and she says, "Please travel to Virginia. She has a place for us."
Ooh, I'm in.
I would love to do that.
Over
Vicky.
here?
Yes, on mine. Went to high school with her. And Sam Miller.
Vicky, yes.
Sam Miller says, "Glad to see that you all are doing well." Well, hi, Sam. Haven't talked to you in 100,000 years, but nice. Okay. Tony Proc, bye, Tony. Tanya, hi, Tanya. Tanya says, "I have crazy thoughts about strap-ons."
You goofy ass
Oopsie,
Tanya.
Tanya. Crazy girl.
Did I get my penny for the play? What do you mean, Josh? Did you get your penny for the play?
I don't know what that means.
I might have missed a comment though. It's hard for me
This
to
is the most
stay caught up.
unorganized shit that you're ever going to see on the internet. And I think that's why I'm having a good time, because we've got 3 live feeds going at once and there's no organization. There's nothing. Come to Farmington. Kate and Matt Stewart. You know Kate?
Yeah.
My Katie Kate. They said come to Farmington and we'll hang with this crazy family. Absolutely. I want to do that too. Love you too, Tanya. So this is complete,
Struggle is real.
complete and utter chaos that is the Unsung Dreamers. We had technical difficulties. Why am I holding on to tape? I don't know. We had technical difficulties. Our Pro Tools died, so the audio version is going to come from one of these feeds. Yours is the only one that's been consistent tonight, so we'll probably go with that. Anyway, anybody got any questions? Tyler, are you still with us? Are we gonna try
I
to
think-
chime in, or?
The best I can tell is that Josh was asking me, like, did you get your penny to play? I think he was wondering if I actually got paid for any of that stuff.
Oh,
What happened?
I don't know. Fucking know. Everything's going technical. Just get rid of the mic completely. Something happened to your feed. Oh my gosh. The technical crap. Hi, Julia.
Am I still?
Hi, Jill.
Wait.
You're still on. It still says live.
Am I still live?
Yeah, there you go. You're still going.
Okay, the best I can tell is I think he was asking me if I
You gonna put it back, or
if I got paid for some of that stuff
This is chaos.
because he
Complete
heard me
chaos.
he heard me on Q102 or something like this one time. I got 2 stories. I got 2 stories for you, Josh. And I'm hand holding my phone now. One is I did get paid for being on MTV. I literally got a check in my mailbox one time, and I opened it up because it was from our publisher. And I was like, oh, this is so exciting. Oh, I'm getting paid to play music. The check was for $1. It was literally, it wasn't,
$1.
it was not $1.03. It was not $1.72. It was not $1.14. It was $1.
$1.
And the stub of the check said MTV. That's all it said.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, it was like it had the check number and then some kind of another little code number, and then it said MTV, and then out on the far right it said $1. So I did get paid. I got paid. Oh, we got other people going. I got paid $1. So that was that. Another fun story about the old Johnny Q days is one time, I had my alarm clock in the morning set to play the radio to wake me up. And one time at like whenever I was getting up 6:30 in the morning, I had set my alarm clock. And one time I actually woke up to Body B being played on the radio.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I was totally sound asleep, and all of a sudden, my eyes, God. I was like, what the hell? I mean, it was just so like, what the hell's going on? And once I finally came to, I was like, oh, I'm actually being played on the radio while I'm waking up. It was really weird. It was so weird. But at least I got to experience it one time.
I never got that. I never got to have that because I never had a song actually like on the radio. Why am I using the mics? Doesn't matter. This is where we're at now.
Yeah, our Pro Tools went dead.
Our Pro Tools died, so.
Anyway, how long have we been? How long have we been?
know.
Maybe we've been along.
Yours is the only one that knows because I'm trying to get Tyler on here, so I'm trying to get him on Facebook.
I don't even know if he's around
He's
anymore.
over here. He's right over here. Hi, Ashley English. I'm trying to get him on here, and he's like, there should be an invite option.
Oh.
And so I'm looking that up. So, again, this is completely live and just crazy bull crap.
I got lots of compliments on my hat tonight. I'm really excited about that. It's really cool, and it's super warm, and it has that like this little fold
Did
up.
you get that at Niagara Falls?
No, I think I got this. I swear to God, I think I got this at just a random ass truck stop, like a Love's truck stop, like down in Joplin or something like this. It's really not that special, is what I'm saying. But I will say though, I specifically bought it because I was freezing my ass off. I didn't buy it to try to be cool with a furry hat. I did actually buy it because it was a cold ass day. And I was like, I'm ready for a warm, damn hat. And that's the story.
That's the story. Well, I'm trying to invite a guest.
What's
on.
the story, Morning Glory?
Maybe I have to be on something else.
Well,
Julia, I miss you so much. You need to come. We need to, well, obviously with this freaking quarantine, we can't. But once this is all over, I would love to sing with you. I've never got to
I
sing
need
with
a
you.
little time to wake up. I need a little time to wake up.
Tyler, I'm still trying to find that invite option. Oh, wait. Here's an invite option. But that just means
I met Liam Gallagher one time.
Go on. You keep telling that shit because
But
it's awesome.
He was so damn drunk he doesn't remember. It was awesome.
But you do. That's all that matters.
No, I do. I actually wasn't drinking back in those days.
No, you
No,
weren't.
maybe I was. I can't remember.
Crap. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
But I have a Liam Gallagher story.
Go ahead and tell that story.
No, I don't want to tell the story. I'm going to leave it a mystery.
Oh, it's a mystery. Oh, say a dream come true. Julia, you're so sweet. We've got to sing together. We'll figure something out.
Unsung hasn't stopped.
I know, and I know. We got a couple over here. We got a couple over here. We got a couple over here. I'm trying, and I'm even Googling, and I can't find where it says to do this. I want him to be on this show.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Tara's Googling. I'm going to go to my phone. Oh, I thought that was a plus sign. Never mind.
You're good.
No,
You're good.
I'm just going to try to hit this plus sign.
Right?
There's Lip Sync Live.
Lip sync live?
No, wait. Oh, choose from hundreds of hit songs. Never mind.
Hi, Leo. We'll make it happen. Yeah, it's so
There's
weird.
masks. Hold on.
We're trying.
Broadcast
if
a
anyone
moment
out there
as it
knows
happens.
how to invite one of our guests to join us in this live remotely, please let me know because I'm not finding that option and it's driving me absolutely crazy.
Okay. Oh, that's invite friends to watch. Never mind.
Yeah, invite friends to what? I found that one, but I'm trying to find how to get someone to actually where you can hear him. That's what I'm trying to do. Once you begin Facebook Live, swipe left, but I'm not on my phone, so Lip sync live. Do it. Oh my God, Jared, that'd be funny. It says swipe left. It's not doing it. That's right. This is left. Bert? Oh, that's cute. That added some light. I like that. Oh my God, it's chaos. It's chaos here at the Backbeat Production Studios.
And it's getting boring.
It's getting a little bit boring, and I don't know. I don't know if we're even going to go any further than this. It's 8:30. I can't find how to do this. Tyler, dang it! That Google is full of shit. Oh, you did! Okay, Tyler, if you figure that out, you tell me in these comments how I can get you to join us, and then we'll do that, because that would be fun. Google's full of shit. Okay, awesome.
See, I dropped down to 3 because I was screwing around.
And I dropped down, we dropped down to quite a few less. But I'm trying to get...
I just don't know if we're going to get it.
All right, we might not get it.
But we'll figure out how to
Unsung
do
karaoke.
something.
We need to do that. We need to do Unsung Kamikaze karaoke where you guys choose our songs and we'll freaking do that. I will do that.
Lip sync live.
Is that what somebody's saying?
Yeah, that's what Jared said. My damn computer's so locked
The
up.
computer is like dead. It's a shame.
I guess since Pro Tools crashed, we could turn these off.
Facebook took away a way to join a live feed. It's a lost cause.
Oh.
Jared says it's a lost cause. Like Facebook said, screw you, you can't do that anymore. I wish you could have just joined us, Tyler. That way you could have just been here, but with this quarantine crap, we have to not do that.
All right, I'm working on.
Oh, he's working on some shit.
I'm working on a.
He's turning on speakers.
He said lip sync. He said do a lip sync live. I think my phone's more exciting because I'm hand holding it.
I think it's fun. It's super fun. I like this.
Okay, so I got to figure out if I can. You want to do some flick?
You pick what you want.
There you go again.
Or we
you
can
look
put it
so
through the PA
real.
instead of being on these. Doesn't matter.
I don't know if this will play,
Because your computer's being a jerk.
but I have to lip sync it.
Oh, you're lip syncing. I get it.
No, Jared said do some lip
Okay.
sync, and I'm trying to
Fair enough. Trying
get
to
the
be
damn
entertaining.
song to play, but everything's okay. A song from Flick called "There You Go," in parentheses, false you. I'm only down to one person watching.
Yeah, one, and a handful. Go!
Yeah, so it's
Do
probably
it.
time.
Just do it.
It's
Do it anyway. It's not playing. Oh my goodness. This has been
anyway. We should
a
just wrap it up.
disaster.
It's been a
disaster.
disaster.
This has been a disaster. This particular broadcast has been a disaster.
Yeah.
Complete disaster. Disaster. Thank you for joining us, though. I love
Yeah,
that
thank you
everybody-
guys for coming out and watching. I guess we'll probably wrap it up because I can't even get the
The computer's not playing. Everything's shut down. Everything's weird.
I can't even get the
It's all
iTunes to
weird.
work.
It's all weird.
I'm gonna try for about 15 more seconds.
And then we'll be done because this is ridiculous. 3, 1, and 3.
It looks like it wants to play. And I don't want Take It Easy on Me.
Well,
Fuck the Little River Band. The Little River Band sucks a big one. The Little River Band's about to join my... It is because we started out with so much bad news, and we tried
not to, but we had to. We tried not to, but we had to. There was bad news. It was sucks and bleh. Hi, Heather. How are you, Heather? Haven't seen you in a long time. Long time. How's the Northeast doing these days? Hi, Max.
All right, I got no one watching, so why in the hell?
It's not playing. Okay. All right. I'm calling it. Hi, Carol. I'm calling it. We're ending this crap. You contribute. Jared, it's just that this week had so much bad news. It's not anybody's fault. This week was so shitty. Hi, Kim. How are you? This week had so much shit. So we've already been on for over an hour.
Can't make it happen.
I think we
It's
need
good
to
to
just
see you guys, and we
show the other screens because that'd be fun.
Yeah,
We got that one here and this
Tara's
one
got
over
her.
here.
No one's even watching mine though.
That's okay.
But
It'll be
Tara's
on the freaking thing.
Got our Unsung Dreamer feed there, and then over there we have the.
I think that's mine.
That's Tara's personal page.
And
maybe
then
over
Unsung is
there.
over here. So
hope you guys had fun. We tried to have some fun, and
everything crashed. All of our electronics decided.
we had some technical difficulties.
There's still 10 over here.
Huh?
There's still 10 over here. There's 10 people. Hi,
Well,
Joy.
We staying over there.
I don't know. We could. I don't know.
We can see how the 10 goes, but I'm out of here because there's one person.
Anybody
I'm out
else
of here.
drinking? But you're the only one that's been consistent audio.
You
so-
guys have a wonderful. No, I don't have consistent audio.
on this.
Anyway, have a good
Cheers.
weekend. Hang in there. Everything's
Cheers.
gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be
We're gonna
okay.
get it all figured out.
It'll be all okay.
I'm signing out. We'll see ya.
Bye, you. That's Dan's.
We're gonna
This is
sign out of
Unsung.
this one too. So
All right.
if this is,
Bye, Unsung.
I think this is Unsung Dreamers.
Unsung Dreamers.
We're out of here, Unsung Dreamers. If you want to keep watching, there may be a minute or
We
two
might
left
hang on
on
my
Tara's
page for a
page.
minute.
So
Over on Tara's
we'll
page.
see ya.